Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 14th, and today is the feast of Saint Matthias. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, Father Thomas Loya explains what it means to love oneself. But first, your local weather and this news. Michigan State Police have turned over their investigation to the Attorney General's office into the death of 25-year-old Samuel Sterling on April 17th in the Grand Rapids area. Sterling was hit by an unmarked state police vehicle at a Burger King when officials were trying to arrest him for absconding from probation. Governor Whitmer calls Sterling's death unacceptable and says she has full faith the AG's office will, quote, work quickly to arrive at a fair and just decision as to whether criminal charges are appropriate. A Westland man is pleading no contest to charges that he sent threatening emails to Governor Gretchen Whitmer last fall. Jason Tolanen was charged in February of using a computer to commit a crime and 3 counts of malicious use of a telecommunications service. Attorney General Dana Nessel said in a news release he was repeatedly sending nonsensical, harassing, racist, and threatening emails to the governor. Tolanen admitted to sending the emails. We're learning more about a small plane crash in Novi over the weekend. The Federal Aviation Administration says the pilot of the single-engine World War II replica airplane had reported engine issues just before landing in the woods at the 21,000 block of Cambridge Sunday evening. The plane was a Titan T-51 Mustang registered to a Northville resident. Titan aircrafts come as kits and are built by amateurs. The city of Grand Rapids is floating a new plan to restore the rapids to the Grand River a year after regulators blocked the initial plan. Planning documents say crews would remove 4 dams on the river and put in rocks and boulders starting 300 feet upstream of Bridge Street and going to Fulton Street, which fisherman Joshua Wardlow is looking forward to.
I feel good about it. I think it'd be a good thing to happen out here. I ain't seen it in a while, so it'd be good to bring that back.
Grand Rapids Whitewater is working with the city along with the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, and the Michigan Department of Natural Resources on the design. Eagle will need to approve the city's permit before work can start. The Whitewater Rapids in the river disappeared from the late 1800s to the early 1900s due to dams being put in. And the University of Michigan-Flint has announced that Lawrence Alexander, chancellor of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, has been recommended as the next chancellor of the school. His hiring's pending a vote by the Board of Regents on Thursday. U of M officials say that Alexander oversaw growth, student retention, and improved graduation rates at Pine Bluff. And U of M President Santa Ono said he's the right person at the right time to lead UM Flint. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. Now this.
Teresa Tomeo.
Every time I go to Mass and see my husband serving on the altar as a deacon, it hits me how, with God, all things are possible. I mean, there is no way that we should be still married, number one, based on all the problems we had. But number two, the fact that I'm in Catholic media and my husband is a deacon is simply a testimony to the power of God and the teachings of the church that saved our marriage and, more importantly, our souls.
Today we can expect scattered showers in Detroit after 10 a.m. Our highs will be in the mid-60s. Tonight the rain continues until the early morning hours. Lows will dip to the lower 50s. Tomorrow we'll have mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the lower 70s. Thursday will be sunny with highs in the mid-70s. And Friday the rain returns with a possible thunderstorm, temperatures in the mid-70s. This morning, we can expect scattered showers and thunderstorms in the Saginaw Valley, but they should clear out by 11 a.m. Otherwise, we'll have mostly cloudy skies and highs near 60. Tonight, the lows will dip to the upper 40s. Tomorrow will be partly sunny with highs in the mid-60s. Thursday will be mostly sunny and warmer, temperatures reaching the mid-70s. And the rain returns on Friday morning with highs in the lower 70s. In sports, the Detroit Lions have sold out all their season ticket packages for the upcoming season of Ford Field. It's the second consecutive year the season tickets have sold out early. The team says they've created wait lists for the season ticket sales for 2025 and beyond. Single game tickets go on sale tomorrow evening. Jared Goff has signed a 4-year extension with the Lions. The NFL Network reports the deal for the quarterback is worth $212 million, and the Tigers eked out the Miami Dolphins last night at Comerica Park. In our increasingly anxious world, many of our brothers and sisters struggle with trying to love themselves. Father Thomas Loya joined Dr. Greg and Lisa Popchak on More to Life to share how he counsels individuals on self-love.
Well, we start from the fundamental truth of the theology of the body. We are made in the image and likeness of God, and that has got to be the starting point of our cognitive system. But we are also our sinners, so rely on God's grace. But the sin does not define us. The image and likeness of God is what defines us. And so I have a rule from that, a counseling rule. No negative self-talk allowed. We'll work with what you want to work with, but no negative self-talk. In other words, don't put a psycho-spiritual ceiling on ourselves, our potential. And reasons why we are a certain way are not excuses. In other words, we can move beyond. The human person and theology of body teaching is naturally open-ended. It doesn't have a ceiling on our own becoming. And number 3, we're going to tell ourselves this. Look, we're unique and unrepeatable. God is going to do something on this earth with us alone through our unique gifts that He's not going to do otherwise. He's got one shot at it. You're unique. You have a contribution to make on this earth. It'll never be repeated. It's okay to pat yourselves on the back when we see progress in overcoming weaknesses. We've got to focus on genuine effort and progress. Let the good overshadow the bad. And then finally, at the same time, be humble. A repentant sinner always is relying on God's grace. This is not beating ourselves up. It's about reality, not cognitive distortions. The truth, the truthful image of ourselves. Image likeness of God, generally, overall, basically good. But we also are sinners in need of grace, and we just keep working on that.
More to Life is on Ave Maria Radio, weekdays at 10 a.m., and on demand with the Ave Maria Radio app. St. Thomas Aquinas says the apostles, as more abounding in the Holy Spirit, are to be preferred above all the other saints, whatever the prerogative that shines forth in them, virginity or doctrine or martyrdom. I'm Matthew Handley. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. You can stay connected with me on X. I'm at Radio Handley. Lord willing, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Goodbye.